Hello everyone, in this video let's discuss how to solve the quicksort problem easily. So step by step I will say, you first see the video, then you can write. So okay, now how to solve this problem means, first you must decide the pivot element. You must decide the pivot element. The first element which you will be choosing will be acting as a pivot element. Therefore, pivot element will be equal to 50. Pivot element value is 50. Now, you must be having two conditions. First one will be for the start and second one will be for the end. Here, the first element will be the start element and the last element will be the end element. First element will be start element, end element will be the last one. So, you will be moving the end element from right hand side to left hand side like this. Start element from left hand side to right hand side like this. So when you will stop that one, so if you start moving the start button or the start arrow towards the right side, when you will stop, so to stop the start one, you will be approaching the greater than pivot value. That is, if you get greater than 50 or greater than the 50, if you get greater than 50 value, then you must stop the start arrow. To stop the end arrow, you must be getting the value which will be less than pivot. So let's start, you will get one by one. Now, I will be starting here from the first element and the last element will be end. Now I will be moving the start arrow towards the right hand side one by one. So now I will move the start button here. I will check whether 30 is greater than my pivot. Pivot is 50. If it is greater than pivot, I will stop the start. It is not greater than 50. 30 is not greater than 50. So I will move towards the right side again. I will see 10. 10 is greater than 50? No. I will move again. Now I approached 90. 90 is greater than 50. 90 is greater than 50. If the value is greater than 50, that is greater than pivot, you must stop here. So my start arrow has came here. My start arrow came and stopped here. Now I will be moving the end arrow. So it will stop when the value is less than the pivot. Less than 50 means I must stop. So 70 is not less than 50. 70 is greater than 50. So I will move left side. Next 40. So 40 is less than 50. That is the pivot element is 50 now. So 40 is less than 50. So I will be stopping the end here. So now my end value is 40. So we have got the new start value and the new end value. When you will stop the start value, when you get the value greater than the pivot value, when you got less than the pivot value, you stop the end value. Now what you must do is, we got the new values now for start and end. So we will swap them. So 90 will go to 40 place, 40 will come to 90 place. So 50 will be same, 30 will be same, 10 and 90 will go to 40 and 40 will come to 90 place. 80, then 20, then it will be 90 and then it will be 70. But the start and end arrow will be in the same place. Start and this will be the end. So what we did, we just swapped the number, not the arrow. Arrow will be in the same place. Start will be in the start place only, end will be in the end place only. But the values will be swapped. Now, I must move the start value. I must move the start arrow. So I will see whether the value is greater than my pivot value 50. 40 is not greater than 50. So I will move towards the right side. 80. 80 is greater than 50? Yes, 80 is greater than 50. So I got the new start value, that is 80. Now I will move the end. So end must be less than 50. Then only I can stop. 90 is not less than 50. So I will move left side. 20. 20 is less than 50. 20 is less than 50. So I will stop at the 20. My new end value is 20. So what I must do? I must swap the elements. So 50 will be same, 30 will be same, 10 will be same, 40 will be same and start will go here, end will go here. That is 20 will come here, 80 will go here, 90, 70. Only the numbers will be exchanged or swapped. The start and the end arrow will be in the same place. Start will be here only and end will be here. Now let's apply it again. When I will stop the start, when the value is greater than pivot. 20 is not greater than the pivot value 50. So I will move right side. So 80. 80 is greater than 50. So my start came up to here. My new start value is 80. Now I want to move the end value. So to move the end value and stop, it must be less than pivot, that is 50. 80 is not less than 50. So I will move towards the left. So 20 is less than 50. So I will stop here. My new end value is 20. So if you see in this process, what had happened? Start and end have crossed each other. So start came this side, end came this side. Both have crossed each other. At this condition, what I must do is, I must round up the end value and the first one, that is the pivot value. I must round up the end value and the pivot value when start and end cross each other. Now I must swap these two elements. In the earlier state, what I was doing, I was swapping the start and end value. Here, since end and start have crossed each other, I must swap the end value with the pivot value. So if you swap, 20 will come here, 30, 10, 40, 50 will come here at the 20's place, 80 will be same, 80 will be same, and 90 will be same, and 70 will be same. So my pivot value was 50 now earlier. If you see, the lesser than 50 value are in the left side and more than 50 value are on the right side. So we are sorting this in the increasing order, that is ascending order. More than 50 is in right hand side, less than 50 in the left hand side. Now what I must do is, I must group 2. So 50 is already sorted. So this will be separately applying the quick sort, and for this also we will apply the quick sort separately. Now apply for these elements. Later let's apply for that one. Now if you apply for this, first element will be selected as the pivot element. Now my pivot value is 20 and the start arrow will be here only and the end value will be at the end of the list of elements. So this I selected now. Now I will apply it again. When I will stop the start arrow, when the value is greater than pivot. So now pivot value is 20, I will move. 30 is greater than 20. 30 is greater than 20. So I will stop the arrow here and my new start value is 30. Now end value is 40. So when I will stop the end arrow, when the end value is less than pivot. 40 is not less than 20. So I will move towards the left side. 10 is less than 20. 10 is less than 20. So I got the new end value, that is 10. So when both of them are not crossed each other, start is at this side only, left, end is at this side only. So what I will be doing, I will be swapping the end and start values. So 10 will come here, 30 will go to end place and 40 will be same. Now start is here only and end will be here only. Only the numbers will be exchanged or swapped. Now apply again. When I will stop the start arrow, when the value will be greater than the pivot 20. So if you see, 10 is not greater than 20, but 30 is greater than 20. So I got the new start value, that is 30. Now when I will stop this end button or the end arrow, when the value will be less than 10. So when the value will be less than the pivot value. So pivot value is 20. 30 is not less than 20. So I will move left side. 10 is less than 20. So I will stop the arrow here. Now I got the new end value, that is 10. Now if you see, start and end both crossed each other. Both crossed each other means I must select the end value and the pivot value and swap both of them. 10 will come here, 20 will come here. Both will be swapped and 30 will be here and 40 will be here. If you see, all of them are in the increasing order, 10, 20, 30, 40. Now this much is sorted and 50 is also sorted. Now we are left out with only 3 elements. Apply for these 3 elements. First element will be considered as the pivot element, that is 80. Now this will act as the start and the last element will act as the end value. Again apply. When you will stop the start, when the value will be greater than the pivot value, that is greater than 80. So 90 is greater than 80, so you will stop the arrow here. I got the new start value, that is 90. When you will stop the end arrow, when the end value will be less than the pivot value. So if you see 80 is less than 70, 80 is less than 70. So you stop at the end here only. What you will be doing, start is at the left side, end is at the right side. So you just want to swap the elements. So 80, so 90 and 70 will be swapped. 70 will come here, 90 will go here. Start and end arrow will be at the same place itself. Now apply again. Start is here. When start will stop, when the value will be greater than pivot. So greater than pivot means greater than 80. 70 is not greater than 80, but 90 is greater than 80. So we got the new start value, that is 90. Now when end will stop when it will be getting the value less than 80, that is pivot. So 70 is less than 80 when it move towards the left, because 90 is not less than 80, 70 is less than 80. So we got the new end value, that is 70. Now if you see, both the end and start have swapped each other, that is crossed each other. What you will be doing, you will be selecting the end value and the pivot value and swap both of them. So 70 will come here, 80 will go here and 90 will be as it is. Now if you see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 90. All of them are arranged in the increasing order. So we have sorted the given list of elements. So what you must do? You must be knowing these three. The first element will be considered as the pivot element and the start element also. So when you will be stopping the start element, when you will get the value greater than pivot. If you get the value less than pivot, when you are moving from the right side towards the left side, then you will stop the end value and swap each of them. When start and end value will be swapping each other, that is start will be in the left side, end will be in the right side. When both of them will be crossing each other, you must mark the end value and the pivot value and swap the end and pivot value. So you will be getting the sorted list of elements. If you have any doubt on the quicksort problem, please comment below. If you liked the video, please subscribe and support us. Thank you.